Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Susan Love TV from Susan and Family TV. So, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great. By His grace, amen. And we wish the same for you at the amen. So, beautiful people, welcome to another inspiring, educative, entertaining, interesting video from Susan Love TV, from Susan and Family TV. So, beautiful people, as you can see, you know that like this time, like once in a week, I and my daughter will always bring to you amazing, interesting, entertaining, inspiring videos. So today I'm going to be doing our chit chat video today. So today my daughter is not going to be doing this video with me. By God's grace, when my daughter and I will be having another video, it's going to be my daughter and I also bringing amazing video for you to see. So if you have any like videos you want my daughter and I to do, so please feel free, comment below. Don't be shy. By God's grace, my daughter and I will be bringing you the video. So today again, beautiful people, welcome to Susan Love TV from Susan and Family TV. So today we are going to be having a very inspiring, educative, entertaining, interesting chit chat video about a news my daughter and I we saw in the news, Belgian news yesterday. So this news has been like going on for a long time. Moving the news, I don't want to like say something about the news long ago. It's not a good one. So the news again, it has started again concerning Creche in Belgium, you know. So yesterday my daughter said, mommy, she saw in her phone the news in her phone. She using her phone yesterday. She saw it in the news. She said, mommy, I should come and look that. It's like Belgium want to beat Creche. That is, they want to lock the Creche, you know. So this thing has been like going on in Belgium for a long time, you know. So also me, I also saw the news, you know. So today we are going to be talking about all those reasons, you know, what are leading to like Belgium wanting to lock creches in Belgium, you know. So what the things that are resulting to those kind of things are what we are going to be talking about. So feel free from the beginning if you want to like really know about this entertaining, interesting video and you want to learn something from those videos. So please try and watch from the beginning to the end, and I believe that from the beginning of this video to the end you are going to learn something, you know. So today we are going to be having a topic on our chit chat which says inspiring video, what are most important when I have a crutch than language. So I'm going to be talking about like my own experience. I am a mama, so I've also like did a babysit work before in Italy. I did a babysit work before. I was a babysitter in Italy for like 6 months with my Italian babysit certificate, because I had Italian babysit certificate in Italy, and I worked in the crèche for 6 months in Italy. So I also have a care certificate in Italy where I worked 1 year and 8 months where the old people lives. I was taking care of the old people as a care worker, you know. So I have a lot of experience talking about babies, talking about our children, talking about old people. So that is the kind of work I have passion, I love to like do, because I know I can do it well, good and best enough, you know. So and we are going to also in Belgium here. I worked also as a voluntary worker here in Belgium for 2 years, taking care of babies in the crèche, and also I work where the old people lives here, 6 months voluntary work, taking care of old people. Not only like taking care of them, but because why here in Belgium for taking care of old people, we need what is called 2.4. So I was like working on the kitchen, cleaning and giving the old people food. So it's still like taking care of them, you know, but not fully taking care of old people, just like the way I did in Italy. Italian work I did, care in Italy, was just like a nursing work. That is what I did in Italy, because I have the certificate of care, taking care of old people. So again, beautiful people, our topic today is what are most important when I have a crutch than language. So what I will consider most important if I have a crutch as a mama. If I have a crutch taking care of baby. What are these things I'm going to take most important, than language, are what we are going to be talking about? Because here it comes like in Europe, because of language barrier, because of not able to speak their language fluently, just like our kids, because our kids, we give birth to them here in Belgium, in Europe. I gave birth to my daughter in Italy. She was a baby when we came to Belgium. So she's growing up here. She can speak their language. She can speak their mother language. She can speak the traditional Africa, the deep one, typical language. She can speak all, because why? She is growing up here. So for we the parents, this language is like a difficult thing to learn, so we cannot learn it and catch it up just like our kids born that we give birth to them here in Europe. So language is really like a barrier to we parents when it comes to searching for jobs. So that is what we are going to be talking about. So what are most important when I have a creche? So I'm going to be talking about myself. When I have a creche, I have a creche, where babies will be coming, toddlers will be coming. So what are these things I'm going to take most important than talking about the language, than taking the language first? So am I going to like take the language, like now my daughter will speak English in the home? Am I going to like take English language? So when I have a creche, is my creche. So when people are coming, like I want to employ babysitters, am I going to say, oh, because you don't speak English, for that reason I'm not going to employ you as a babysitter? So, or am I going to like have interest more in what is most important concerning taking care of babies than the language? So today I said, to me, there are so many things I will take most important when I have a creche than language. That is true to me. So feel free, comment below. Do you think language is what you will take most important when you have a creche, you want to employ babysitters? So to me, I think I have so many more important things that I'll put in consideration than talking about the language. So 2 says, because these important qualities are very important to consider before employing a babysitter. So 3 goes, in Belgium news, Belgium is thinking of closing creche because of the babysitter maltreating babies, toddlers. Belgium have been saying this in the news for a long time now. Yesterday, my daughter and me also saw again in the news that Belgium are thinking of closing creche because of the way the babysitter maltreats babies. So before it comes to the news, it's just like it's just like something that is not like any good anymore. Before the news, we put it in the Belgium news. So 4 goes, what are the causes of babysitters maltreating babies? So that is what we are going to be talking about. So what are these causes? What are the causes that babysitters are maltreating babies in the creche? So I said, what are the causes babysitters are maltreating babies in the creche are what we will be talking about in this chit chat video today. So 5 goes, I will love to talk on my own experience as a mama who have worked as a babysitter, taking care of babies and toddlers, as a mama who have worked taking care of old people, because that is my passion of work I love to do. That is true. God Almighty knows that my passion for kind of job I love to do, even when I'm dreaming, is taking care of kids, taking care of babies, taking care of toddlers, taking care of old people. So that is the kind of passion of love work I love to do. So 5 says, the reasons some babysitters maltreat babies and toddlers are. So this is the reasons we are going to be talking about. So what are the causes of babysitter maltreating babies? So the reasons some babysitters maltreat babies, toddlers are. So beautiful people, this is very important. The reasons some babysitters maltreat babies and toddlers are: 1, they don't have experience of taking good care of babies, toddlers, and children. That is truth. When you are a babysitter, you don't have experience of taking care of babies, you don't have experience of taking care of toddlers, you don't have experience of taking care of children, of kids. Is going to be very difficult of you to work as a babysitter. So that is number 1. So number 2 says, it might be they don't have passion for a work as a babysitter. That is truth. If you are a babysitter and you don't have passion as a babysitter, if you don't have passion for babies, you don't have passion for toddlers, you don't have passion for kids, it's going to be difficult for you to work as a babysitter. It might be they don't have passion for a work as a babysitter. So Turi says it might be they were employed just because they know how to speak the language of that country. That is truth. We are in Belgium, my daughter and I were in Belgium, yeah, Belgium, yes. So they have a lot of problems now in the news. If you are in Belgium, you're anywhere, just try to click on the news concerning Creche in Belgium. You will see to yourself. So Creche in Belgium, all over in Belgium, have a lot of problems now going on, So Belgium is putting it on the news that it is like it's better for them to close all the creche. So it's like they're talking about it already, but they have not made the decision of closing the creche. So what are those things that are leading to it? So we are in Belgium. It might be, let's use two people as an example. Let's use myself and use another person as an example. It's always good to talk, say the truth. I'm the kind of mama, I always love to talk from my experience of life. I always love to share what is truth, because I know when I speak and talk about the truth, someone out there will learn something. When you do it, you are not going to regret. But when I lie to you, when you do it, you are going to regret it. So you are going to say, oh, from Susan Family TV, from Susan Love TV, so you got an advice and they misled you. So I don't want to mislead anybody when you are watching our videos. That is why I always love to come to talk about the truth. I know the truth is bitter, but it is always good, beautiful people, to talk about the truth, so that when people watch our videos, they will be inspired to learn, to do. And when they do anything we are talking about, so that the people, our viewers, our subscribers, you will not regret it. So again, I said it might be they were employed just because they know how to speak the language of that country. So let's use two people as an example. Use myself as an example. Let's use another person as an example. So now I'm going to use myself. A mama learning Netherlands, because I'm in 2.2 now. I need 2.4 for me to work officially, taking care of baby as a babysitter or taking care of old people. So now I'm in 2.2. So let me use myself as I'm a mama learning Netherlands. So let's use another woman or a lady who knows how to speak Netherlands fluently. So when we both go to the creche, what is happening here in this country, Belgium? When we both go to the office for searching for job. When they interview me, first thing they will ask me, even when I know how to express myself in Netherlands, because now it's not like before that I started the Netherlands school last year, that I put like, before I started the Netherlands school last year, I will put present as present tense as past tense. I'll put past tense as present tense, but now I'm in 2.2. So I know the difference. When I want to speak Netherlands, I know when to put present tense. I know when to put past tense, and I know how to speak it like that in Netherlands, So now, even when they know that I can be able like express myself in Netherlands, even if I'm like slow to express myself in Netherlands, but because they have seen in my Netherlands level that is 2.2, so even before I will even like start to speak, they will like want me to like hold on first and listen to the next person who knows how to speak Netherlands friendly, who have even like more than 2.4, or who is like I don't know, who is like like who they know that really is good in speaking the Netherlands, not knowing that they need to like consider first, this person we are going to employ, is it the language that is going to take care of the babies, or the person who have experience of taking care of babies that is going to take care of babies. So when we go, both of us, we go for the baby seat interview, they will deny me of the baby seat work, because why? They will say, oh, Susan, you have just 2.2 in Netherlands, you don't have yet 2.4. Don't be angry, we are going to take the next person, because the other person knows how to speak 2.4. The person is level of Netherlands is more than 2.4 already. I will say, okay. And don't know that maybe the person that they are going to take having more than 2.4 in Netherlands level don't have experience as a babysitter, don't have experience taking care of babies, don't even know how to change pampers of babies or feed babies, or maybe when the babies are tired, need a nap, the person will not even know how to put the baby to bed. So they will just take that person. That is where that place, that creche they are sending that person to, the creche will begin to have problems with the parents of the babies that they are going to be taking to that creche. So all those things I'm trying to talk about are very important, before thinking of employing a babysitter. So the next one says, it might be they were desperate for work and that was the only job they got. That is true. It might be all these are say the reasons, the kind of what is causing problems in the creche in Belgium. It might be that the person they employed was desperate to work. The person was it might be the person were desperate for work and that was the only job they got. It's truth. If you are searching for a job, so some people who knows how to like speak the Netherlands already, they have like more than 2.4 already. So if they are searching for any job and they are desperate to get a job, if they get the babysitter job, they can, and the office that employ them see that they can speak Netherlands, so they will just like, oh, do you want to work as a babysitter? Since you can speak good Netherlands, your level of Netherlands is more than 2.4, can you work as a babysitter? Of which this person is desperate to get a job. The person will say, okay, if there's any creche that need a babysitter, I'm going to work it. And of which this person they want to take is desperate to have a job, but the person don't have experience of taking care of babies as a babysitter. So another one says, it might be they thought the work babysit was easy. That is another great causes of you employing a babysitter, and the babysitter doesn't know that babysitting work is not an easy job. Beautiful people, I've worked in Italy as a babysitter, so I know that babysitting work is not easy. I worked here already 2 years in Belgium, taking care of babies in the creche. So I know that babysitting work is not easy. So it might be that the babysitters that they are taking, thought the babysit work was easy, and of which to take care of babies, beautiful people, it's not easy. Like the creche I work here in Belgium, sometimes the babies are like 29 babies. Sometimes we will be like only like three baby seats. Sometimes it will even be like we are only two, and this like 29, 28, 29 babies that are all coming, when their parents, their mamas are bringing the babies, the first thing, once they ring and they come to the baby seat, to the creche, all of them will hand over their babies to me. I'm not joking. If you want to know the creche and you want to know the name of the creche, so I'm feel free. I'm going to send you, I'll write the name of the creche. You can go and ask inquiries about Susan, how many years I work with them, when I work with them. Once they hear about Susan, the old creche, the old place, they will be, oh, Susan. Because why? I did a great job there taking care of the babies. Out of all these 28, 29 babies, beautiful people, all the mamas, when they are bringing their babies, they will hand over their babies to me and say, Susan, please, I put my baby in your care. And I'm not joking. Because why? They knows that anytime they are coming, sometimes I don't even know when the parents are coming, when the mamas are coming, they always come and find me and their babies in good condition. That always make them like, oh, their babies are in a safe hand. So once they bring their babies early in the day, they just put their babies in my hand and say, please, Susan, our babies are in your hands. So that is how I worked there for 2 years. So it might be that they thought the baby work was easy, and of which babysitting is not easy. We have to feed the baby. We have to change their pampers. We have to know when they need to eat. We have to know when they need to relax, to take their nap. So if you employ someone who does not know all those things, or who is not even like a mama, being a mama, so I'm a mama, so I know when my daughter was a baby, I brought, taking care of her, changing the pampers and making her to have a nap and everything, So when she need food, when she need relax, I know all those things because why? I'm a mama, So there are also some babysitters out there that they are not yet, they are still like, they just graduated from school, They just want to work as a babysitter and they can still take good care of babies. So depends on the kind of people who have passion for something. When you have passion for something, you are going to do that thing, that job you have passion for very good, because I have passion. I'm blessed with my amazing daughter. I'm a mama and I love kids, I love babies, I love old people, and I have passion for kids, for babies, for old people. So that is why anytime I get a job taking care of kids, taking care of babies, taking care of whole people, I do it even more than the way the people who owns the creche, who owns the places where the old people live, they will even be like more than amazed that I doing all this kind of amazing things. So another one says it might be they just needed money. That is true. There are some people out there who are just like they need money, desperately. So when you like employ this kind of people who are like looking for money, who needs money, who don't have experience of taking care of babies, who don't have experience of being a babysitter, and they just need money. All they want is just to leave their house every day, go to work. At the end of the month, they get their salary. They don't care if they do their job good, if the babies are okay, if the babies are not okay. So when you take this kind of babysits who are just like after the money they will get at the end of the month, they don't care how the baby feels, if the baby are okay, if they eat, they need pampers, they change pampers or not, or they need nap. If you take this kind of babysits to work in your creche, you are going to have a problem. So we are going to continue. I also wrote, so when you employ this kind of babysitters I just mentioned, you will definitely have a big problem in your creche. So I also went ahead and wrote, here comes the topic, what are most important when I have a creche than language. So here comes the topic of our today. If I have a creche, what I'm going to take most important, than the language is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So I just shared the causes. What are the causes some babysitters maltreat babies, toddlers in the creche, which I just shared to you. And I also wrote, so when you employ this kind of babysitters I just mentioned that maltreat babies, the kind of the reasons some babysitters maltreat babies and toddlers in the creche. So when you employ this kind of babysitters, I said you will definitely have a problem in your creche. So now we are going to be moving over to the topic of today, which says, here comes the topic, what are most important when I have a creche, what I will take most important when I have a creche than the language. So I says, one, the important qualities I will take first in consideration are, I have to be very sure the babysitter I'm employing have experience taking good care of babies and toddlers. That is number one thing. When I have a creche, the first thing I'm going to be talking about when I want to employ any babysitter is that I have to be very sure that the babysitter I'm employing have experience taking good care of babies and toddlers. That will be number one. I will not think of considering, does this babysitter speak good English? No. Does this babysitter speak good Netherlands? No. What I would think in consideration, number one thing is that the babysitter I'm employing have experience taking good care of babies and toddlers. Because why? When the parents are bringing the babies and the toddlers to my creche, so they have the belief that, oh, they are handling their babies and their babies and toddlers to me in my creche, in my hands for the hours the babies and the toddlers are going to be in my creche. So in the sense of they have the trust in me that everything is going to be okay with their babies and their toddlers when they are in their working place or anywhere, they will not be afraid. So if I have a creche and I want to employ people, so I must make sure that one, that the babysitters I'm employing have experience of taking good care of the babies and toddlers, because I will not want my creche to have problems with the parents of the babies or with the government. So two says, I have to be very sure the babysitter have passion as a babysitter. So that is number two. If I want to, I have a creche, I want to employ babysitters, I have to know that these babysitters I'm employing, they have passion, they have love for baby as a babysitter. I cannot just employ people. Okay, like, oh, they brought to me 2 people to my creche. Oh, Susan, you need to choose who you want, but you need to choose one out of the two women we just brought to you to my creche. So when I interview the two, I see that one knows how to speak very good Netherlands. The level is more than 2.4, and I asked so many questions. All this I'm talking about, and the reply the person gave to me was not like, I was not like secure that the person can take good care of the babies. And I interviewed the other person who have like 2.1, 2.2, like me now, 2.2 in Netherlands. And when I interviewed everything I interviewed, I see that the response of the person has given me hope that when the babies are in this person's hands, I'm not going to be afraid that the person will not give me problem in my creche. I will take that person who doesn't have year 2.4, who doesn't know how to speak good Netherlands good enough, who doesn't know how to speak English, than taking someone who have more than 2.4 and cannot like, or does not have passion for taking care of babies as babysitters. So I also wrote, I'm not going to take language as a priority. That is truth. When I have a creche, employing babysitters, beautiful people, I'm not going to take language as a priority when employing a babysit, because the language will not change the baby pampers. That is truth. The reason why I'm not going to take language as a priority, the reason why I'm not going to take language as the number one thing when I'm employing a babysit is that, one, I says, because the language will not change the baby pampers. That is truth. When you are speaking language, when you are speaking it, it's not going to change the baby pampers. When it's time for the babies to change the pampers, you cannot say language, change the pampers. No, you are going to use your hands to change the pampers. So when using your hands, speaking to the baby will not change the pampers, but it's only when you use your hands and with passion, with love, you can change the baby's pampers. So I also wrote, the language will not fit the baby. That is true. When you are speaking language fluently, you know the language very good, better than the other babysitters who doesn't know the language, but they are doing their language good. Your language is not going to feed the baby. When the baby is hungry, the baby needs to be given food, and with passion and with love. But when you are speaking language fluently, you know how to speak that country language, and they accept you, to work as a babysitter, but you don't know the job as a babysitter, that creche is going to have a problem. So I also wrote, the language will not put the baby to bed when the baby is tired and the baby needs to have a nap. That is true. When you are speaking Netherlands fluently, more than other babysitters who don't know how to speak Netherlands fluently, your Netherlands speaking, or your English speaking, or your Spanish speaking, your Italian speaking, your Greek speaking, your French speaking fluently more than other workers, is not going to put the baby to bed when the baby is tired and the baby needs nap. So all these things are very important for me to consider in my creche before employing a baby. So I also went ahead and wrote, only speaking language to the baby and not taking good care of the baby as a babysitter, there will be a big problem with the parents of the baby and the creche. That is true. When you're only just speaking the language of that country you are, and you cannot take care of the baby, when the baby needs to eat, you cannot feed the baby. When the baby needs to change pampers, the mama will come and meet the baby's pampers always wet every time, even from maybe the mama brought the baby at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. You will not change the baby pampers, and you said you are a babysitter. The mama always go home every evening with the baby. Always the baby's pampers is always wet. You see, that creche is going to have a big problem with the parents of the baby. When the baby needs a nap, and the baby is tired, you see, as a babysitter, the baby is tired, you say, oh, it's not your business. After all, the baby is not your child, it's not your baby. You just come here to work what you can work and leave. At the end of the month, you get your salary. It's not your baby. So why will you put effort taking care of other people's baby when their parents are working, getting their money? And the baby is tired, you don't allow those baby. You don't know how to put baby to creche. You don't know how to nap. You don't know how to sing for the baby a song that will put the baby to nap, to sleep, to relax. You don't know how to read for the baby for the baby to go to bed, and the parents will always take this baby, this toddler home. The baby like drained, like overtired, that when the baby goes to bed, even when the parents to want to like wake the baby to eat in the evening, the baby is still tired. That is called wickedness. That is not, I don't know how to put it, that is called wickedness. So I also went and wrote, I will also need to be sure if the babysitter is not in desperation getting any job, even when the babysitter don't have experience as a babysitter. That is true. I will also be very sure that if this babysitter I want to employ is not desperate just to get a job, even when the babysitter doesn't have the experience. So if you don't have experience, you are desperate to get a job. As a woman, as a person who have a creche, I am going to like take this consideration to know that you are not just desperate to get a job because of the money. You have to have experience of taking care of babies. So I also wrote, I will also ask if she knows babysitting work is not as easy as she might think it is, because some babysitters think it's just to go to creche. That's it. That is truth. Another thing I will put in consideration when I am, employing, I have a creche, I want to employ babysitters. So I would also love to ask the babysitter who I want to employ, did you know that babysitting work is not easy? It's not just like coming to creche, that's it. Babysit work is not an easy job. Are you really ready for this job? So I will also make sure that I ask that question. I will not forget to ask if she really wants to work as a babysitter, and please, she shouldn't be angry not only for the money. I will also remember to ask, please, if she really wants to work as a babysitter, but not only for the money. There is a way you can ask somebody, please, don't be angry. I hope you know that this work, babysit, is not an easy work. Are you really ready to work this babysit? But I hope, please don't be hungry. You are not doing this job just for money. So the person will know from the beginning already that, that means if really she was like coming to work there as because for the money, not to take good care of the baby. So the person conscience is already judging the person, that the person might just go to the house and say, no need, I'm not going to take the job. The person will not take the job. Then a better babysit will come for the job. So all these beautiful people are very important, to consider before employing a babysitter. So I also went ahead and wrote, and please don't be angry, because the babies, toddlers, kids, our children all need love. Babysitters who can show love to babies and toddlers, teachers who can show love to our kids, not maltreating innocent babies, or teachers being racist to children in school. Also in school, not only in the creche, beautiful people, also in schools, you see some teachers are racist to our children, but our God is faster than any racist teacher. Any teacher want to lie concerning my daughter academics, concerning my exams, concerning my daughter academics, any teacher wants to lie concerning my daughter academics, concerning my daughter homework, exams, results, I and my daughter, our God is faster, wiser, and smarter than that kind of a teacher. In Jesus' name, good health and long life for my daughter and I. Amen. So I also went ahead and wrote, when creche can consider these great qualities before employing babysitters, there will be less maltreating of babies and toddlers in the creche, and the creche will not have problems with the baby's parents and the government. That is true. When all these great qualities I just mentioned, when creche are able to consider these qualities before employing a babysitter, you will see that all this creche that we are talking about in Belgium, problems, there will be a less problems, that the creche will not have problems with the baby's parents and with the government. So I also went ahead and wrote, I'm doing a cleaning job because I'm told I need 2.4 before I can work as a babysitter. Now I'm at 2.2. God knows my passion, love for work is working as a babysitter or taking care of old people, which I worked already, and I have a lot of experience. I take care of the babies like mine. I take care of the old people like mine. But I'm not employed as a babysitter or taking care of old people because of 2.4. Beautiful people, you can see there is an office I went, I would love to work as a babysitter. Can you please help me to connect me with a creche that will employ me as a babysitter? The woman told me, you know what, Susan, and the law says you have the law says only 2.4. Because you have 2.2, Susan, I cannot employ you. I cannot direct you to any creche. You can see. So that is why some creche are having problem, because why? They are not interested in who have experience of taking care of babies. They are interested only in the person who knows how to speak Netherlands. So that is why Belgium are having problems with babysitters in the creche. So I also went ahead and wrote, I think it will be more sensible to employ someone who have experience of a work of the job and someone who have passion for that work than considering first language, because language will not good because language will not take good care of the babies. Language will not take good care of the old people. That is true. So to me, I think it's more sensible than to employ someone who have experience of the job, someone who have passion for that job, than employing people who don't have passion for that job. The person don't have a passion, the person don't have experience, but just because the person knows how to speak the language. Because why? Language will not take good care of babies. The Netherlands speaking, the person speaking will not take good care of the baby. The Netherlands speaking, the person speaking will not take good care of the old people. So I also added, if creche can fix cameras in the creche to see and know everything that happens in the creche, it will help a lot and save the innocent babies from the hands of any babysitter maltreating the baby. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more of this kind of videos, and if you want to there's something you want to add to this video, so feel free, go to the comments and add your own opinion. I would love to see, I would also love to learn from you, as you have also, I believe you have learned something from this video. So please subscribe. Subscription is free, and please, when you subscribe, don't forget to press the notification bell so that anytime we upload videos, you will be the first to be noticed. My God who guides, protects, and blesses my daughter and I day and night, amen. With good health and long life for my daughter and I day and night, amen. We continue to do the same for you and your kids, and please do share this amazing inspiring videos so that every people out there can also get inspiration from this video, because this video really inspire everyone out there. So thanks for watching. See you in our next video by His grace. If you have a work, you are a owner of any work, try to consider people who have experience of that work. Try to consider people who have passion for that work. Don't take the language. If you are in any country, you are a owner of a work of anything, don't say, oh, because they don't speak German, because the person don't speak Italian enough, the person don't speak Netherlands enough, and you take someone who knows how to speak that language and the person don't have experience. Be wise enough. Try to take someone who have experience of that job, someone who have passion for that job, than someone who knows how to speak the language friendly. So thanks for watching. See you and my daughter in our next video by His grace. We love you. Remain blessed. From my daughter and I. Enjoy your day.